হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। কেমন আছেন সবাই? আশা করি সবাই অনেক ভালো আছেন। আমরা আল্লাহর রহমতে অনেক ভালো আছি। তো আমরা যাচ্ছি ফ্লাওয়ার পট আইল্যান্ড। সেখানে রাস্তায় আমাদেরকে ওরা বিগ টাব হারবারে নিয়ে যাবে। তো সেটাই আমি ভিডিওটাতে দেখাবো যে বিগ টাব হারবারটা কী আর সেখানে কি আছে। আর সেখানে 1885 সালে আই গেস একটা বোট ডুবে যায়। তো যার কারণে বোটটা ওরা আর তুলেনি, বোটটা অনেক ড্যামেজ হয়ে যায়, বোটটা আর তুলেনি, বোটটা সেখানেই রেখে দেয় পানির মধ্যে। আর সেটাই আমাদেরকে দেখায়, সেটাই আমি আপনাদেরকে দেখাবো।
At the time, so that is a bit more in today's money. The first man to man that lighthouse is Abraham Davis, and he did so for only $100 a year. But before that lighthouse was even built, a man by the name of Charles Earl would just hang a lantern on a lamppost out there, and that was all the light they had back in the day to safely guide ships into Little Tub Harbor in downtown Tobermory. We're in Big Tub Harbor here right now, folks. Harbor is Canada's deepest natural freshwater harbor. He hasn't been dug, dredged, cleaned, or otherwise modified to make wider or deeper. It's about 8 feet at the mouth right there by the lighthouse, and it slowly gets to about 20 feet at the end where our shipwrecks will be.
পড়ে যাবে পানিতে, বেশি পানিতে পড়ে যাবে পানি।
এগুলো কি শানবাগ হাউস?
কেমন করে বলবো রে বাবা, আমি তো
কি দড়িও কিন্তু ভালো।
বাবা হাত ধরো তো।
পানি এখানে খুবই বিয়ানা বেয়াদবি করবে না।
দাদাকে যেমন করে ধরছে তোমাকে কোলে না,
কোলে নিও না, কোলে পাশাপাশি করবে তখন আরেক কাহিনী। কারো বাচ্চাকে বেয়াদবি করে না।
Alright guys, so we are still a few minutes from our shipwreck, but before we actually get there, I'll tell you about a bit of the history and backstory of it. So the first one we're going to see today is the Sweepstakes. Now the Sweepstakes was a double-masted wooden schooner built in Burlington, Ontario in 1867, the same year Canada was born, making it over 150 years old. That was primarily a cargo vessel that carried coal up and down the Great Lakes. What happened is that one day in 1885, same year Big Tub Lighthouse was built, it hit the shoals off the west side of Cove Island. So it started to take on water, and thus the crew had to abandon it. But they came back a little while later, bailed all the water out and got it to float again, then pulled it into Big Tub Harbor here where the plan was to repair it. Turns out though there was just too much damage, so they just decided to strip it of anything of value and let it sink where it lies here today. Now when we do get over top of it, you can see it through the glass bottom, but it is about 118 feet long, so you can see it out both sides as well. The way we are situated now, the stern or the back of the Sweepstakes is viewable to our right-hand side, while the bow or the front is viewable to our left. And we do multiple rotations, so you get to see both sides of it.
কোনো কথা শুনে না,
হাত ধরতেই হবে।
We should be coming up on it momentarily here, guys.
ওই যে গ্লাস।
আমি কিছু দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। পাইছো দেখতে সাইড দিয়ে দেখা যাচ্ছে
পানিতে পড়ে যাবে দেখিও
কই আমি তো কিছুই দেখি না
Alright guys, so a bit more info on our sweepstakes here. I did mention earlier it's about 118 feet long. Now it actually would have weighed over 218 gross tons. It has about a 10-foot depth of hold. Now if you find it down there, now those were not an original part of the vessel, but were put in afterwards by Parks Canada. As Parks Canada conducted a study of the vessel going inside the shipwreck, they found chemicals behind from their respirators. This is getting caught inside the shipwreck and speeding up the decaying process. So just as a preventative measure, they put in this containment there that now prevents divers from going within inside the shipwreck itself. Alright guys, we're going to come off our sweepstakes here and go over to our second shipwreck of the day. We can't go directly over top of it though, unfortunately, as the water's too shallow, but we'll get as close to it as possible. Right now it's directly off our bow and coming up along our left-hand side. And the second shipwreck we're seeing today is the city of Grand Rapids. The city of Grand Rapids was built in Grand Haven, Michigan in 1879. It was a double-decker steam-powered vessel, mainly a passenger ferry, but a bit of cargo too. Now what happened to our city of Grand Rapids is that mysteriously one night in 1907, she caught fire for no known reason while docked in Little Tub Harbour in downtown Tobermory. Now since most of the boats
তোমার ড্যাডি তো সুইমিং করে না তোমার ড্যাডি এখন কি করবে আমরা কি করে
Alright folks, as you come in and
presently one of 4 marine parks here in Canada. The park preserves Vancouver's rich cultural history, including 20 islands, 22 known shipwrecks, dating back to the early 1800s, 3 historic light stations, and some of the most pristine watershed in the Great Lakes today. The average depth of water we're traveling in today is roughly 100 feet deep, which is off the shores of Driftwood Cove, lies Georgian Bay's deepest point of water at 580 feet deep. The Niagara Scarlet West continues underwater and resurfaces traveling lives on the islands, including Harbour Island with its world's famous sea stacks. The deep open water, shallow coastal wetlands, and remote islands provide diverse habitats for many different species, including several rare species and species at risk. Harbour is part of the Third Sky Preserve, and it has some of the darkest night skies here in North America, which is critical to local ecology and culture. Islands is credential there for the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, with several important archaeological sites dating back thousands of years, and continues to be an important place for local indigenous communities.